You know how we do it every morning. We serve you breakfast, hot, fresh, and spicy. Bring the sunshine. No matter what the weather looks like, whether there is cloudy weather, whether it looks like it's going to rain, but one thing is certain, we bring sunshine here. It's Melody Sunrise in the city of Ibadan. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest. On behalf of the team, Daniel, Marcos, Moses, and every other person making things happen here, I say good morning and welcome to the show. You know how we do it every morning. We inspire you, we motivate you, and of course we bring you great tunes, great sounds, sports, newspaper headlines. The People's Assembly, Fubara, is about now resuming his position as governor of Rivers State after the president gave it a nod yesterday. We'll be looking through that and much more in the assembly this morning. And at the other side, we celebrate those celebrating, talking about the Melody Surprise segment of the show. So good morning and welcome this beautiful morning. Now, when you see the sky, no matter how bright the sky is, there will still be some dark patches on in the sky. And no matter how dark it is, there will still be some bright areas you see in the sky. What does that tell you? It tells you that no matter what is it, no matter what you're going through, no matter the situation, there's always a better day. There's always a better day. If you had a very rough time yesterday, one thing is certain, today will definitely be better. You have a better day today. It now depends on how you view it, how you see it. It depends on the mindset that you have. If your mindset is positive, you definitely attract positivity. But if your mindset is negative, what will be coming every time will be much more of a negative thought coming your way. So why not try as much as possible to bring some positivity to your life? Attract positive energy. Leave negative thoughts to go away, to fly away. Because one thing is certain, it's better to have some positive thoughts, just a little bit of it, than to have a plenty of negative thoughts. Where does negativity take you? If you ask me, I'll tell you it doesn't take you anywhere. So try to be positive in all you do and be good. Yeah, try as much as possible to be good with what you do. But that's where I decided to take you this morning. Melody 100.7 FM right here in the city of Ibadan. I'm glad to have you join me this morning. Okay? So very shortly, we'll bring you the newspaper headline segment of the show. I'll also bring you weather. What the weather is looking like very, very shortly. So thank you for joining in once again. If you're ready, let's go this way this morning. This beautiful, beautiful Thursday happens to be the very second to the last Thursday, because by the time we come next week about this time, we'll be talking about the very last Thursday. Yes. Yeah, the very last Thursday in the month of September. I mean, how the month just started like yesterday, and we're already going. We thank God for the grace. So leave some negative vibes away and grab some positive energy. Good morning. This is Captain Whiskey. Bad energy, stay far away. Positive vibes all the time. Good morning.
Breathe. True. Hey, I'm trying to get paid, take money, cash checks. You see the set, that's Lash, that's Dex. Young C, Young Shorty, Milcavelli, White Bricks, True Religion on the telly, it's me. Wiz got the house full of freaks, that's why I haven't been around for a week. I'm getting pounds in my sleep, I'm at the top of the mountain, it's peak. Bring it back before the villain. I had a life, real talk, true religion. It's in the blood, in the jeans, in the stitching. Walked in, no weapon, made a killing. Tongue kissing, pretty women. New iPhone, cause I'm done with all the bitching. Tryna be in my position. Keep my shades on cause they're trying to see the vision.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Yeah, waste no time.
Breakfast in bed on a plane. I could never complain. I was walking with the limp, had the cane. Deck said greatness and nothing was the same. Now we're set for life. I saw the turn up button and I pressed it twice. You heard I'm in the club, then my best advice is put your shoes on and come and get your wife. Cause we've been having sex just for exercise. Every night man are doing exercise. She look into my eyes, now she's mesmerized.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Yeah, waste no time.
Hey, they better get used to the flex. African man, you see the jewels on my neck. Black James Bond, that's the new silhouette. You see me in the street and I was moving correct. Been running around trying to do the home run. Left that girl, she was no fun. I tie one, smoke one, Big Chief Skeppy and I answer to no one. Counting my blessings, I'm feeling special. Bird's eye view, SK level. Give them the shaku when I dance with the devil. Young fella Kuti, the return of the rebel. I told her I need some space. Real busybody, never stay in one place. And she knows I got more tricks under my sleeve. That's why she never wants me to leave.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Yeah, waste no time.
That's right. Bad energy stay very far, far away from me. I don't need you. Positive vibes all the time. I try to run away from anybody who wants to bring negative vibes my way because what radiates around me is a positive vibes. So if you want to bring negative vibes, I shank you aside. Okay? Let's quickly talk about what the weather is looking like in the city of Ibadan about this time. Well, it's looking very cloudy as always. This period, you have more of the cloudy weather taking over Ibadan. Well, for now, the precipitation is 30% and the humidity is 95%, while the wind is moving at 5 kilometers per hour. And the temperature for today will not go below. It will not go below 23 degrees Celsius, and it will not go higher. It will not go higher than 27 degrees. And that's for the city of Ibadan in Oyo State. What about the city of aquatic excellence, Lagos? As we speak right now, it is raining in Lagos. Yes, raining, having some light rains in part of Lagos, especially on the Lagos Island. The precipitation there is 49%, and the wind is moving at 6 kilometers per hour. And of course, the temperature for Lagos today will not go below 24 and will not go higher than 29 degrees Celsius. What about the capital city of Abuja? What's Abuja going to be looking like today when it comes to weather? Of course, you know how it is. It is also looking a bit of a cloudy situation for Abuja at this time because, this period, just as it's been predicted, rain everywhere. So Abuja is also cloudy with the temperature ranging between 23 degrees and 27 degrees Celsius for this beautiful day. Of course, if we leave Abuja alone, of course, we'll be moving. Let me take you to the southeast. There's a city called the city of Ungwari. Those who are from southeast will understand what I'm talking about. If I say city of Ungwari, then I'm talking about Imo State, Owerri, Imo State. Yes, for today, the weather in Owerri, the city of Ungwari. One day, somebody asked me, what's the meaning of city of Ungwari? Don't worry, I'll tell you. Yeah, that used to be my city, A cloudy weather as well in the city of Ungwari, and the temperature between 23 and 27 degrees Celsius. That's what the city of Ungwari is looking like. Now for the city where everybody's mind is going this morning, yes, because of what is about to happen there, emergency rule over. And Siminalayi Fubara is taking over as the governor of the state. Of course, what the temperature there is looking very cloudy there. A possibility of rains there this morning is about 75%. The wind is moving at 5 kilometers. The temperature is ranging between 23 and 29 degrees Celsius. That's for the city of Port Harcourt in the Garden City. Of course, River State right there. Of course, for the city of Kano, partly cloudy situation is what we have there. And the temperature is going to be ranging between 26 and 31 degrees Celsius. That's what Kano is looking like. So wherever you find yourself, you try to be a great Nigerian. We wish you the very best from this spot. God bless your day. Let's go to the dailies now. All right, this morning I have with me the Punch newspaper, the Guardian newspaper, the Daily Post newspaper, the Sun newspaper, as well as the Vanguard newspaper. Let's begin to take them one after the other. This morning I'm beginning from the Daily Post newspaper. And the banner headline on the Daily Post says, Rivers emergency rule, Atiku Adeyanju others. Tackle Tinubu Wike after Fubara's reinstatement. That's the banner headline on Daily Post newspaper for this morning. Of course, they've shared money again. They've shared money. Who? You want to ask? You're asking me who? Okay. FG states local government share highest 2.2 trillion revenue for August. Highest. I mean, money everywhere. See the kind of money we are sharing. Yes, people are hungry everywhere. Throughout the country. Rivers, Niger Delta will punish Tinubu's lawlessness in 2027. Buhari's ex-aide. We're talking about Onoche is the one talking there. Niger Delta will punish Tinubu lawlessness in 2027. So they will vote him out is what she's trying to say. Okay, Rivers, Tinubu must apologize. Suspending Fubara. This is according to PDP. Fubara's suspension, Nigerians did nothing. Allowed illegality. Eze. Nigerians did nothing, allowed illegality. Yes, all of these people talking now. What did they even do? Okay. Anyway, we're coming to that because we're going to be talking extensively on that this morning when we get to the People's Assembly. Yobe Assembly backs state government on the proactive measures against kidney disease. Over 650 kidneys worth $41 billion trafficked in Nigeria. Wow. This is according to a medical expert. So people's kidney being transported like you are transporting fuel or tomatoes. Okay. 2026 Hajj, NACON pushes for earlier payments for intending pilgrims meet Katsina government. And you have Rivers Hope lessons were learned. Hope lessons were learned. Peter Obi makes appeal to Fubara lawmakers. Cholera outbreak, Bauchi government set up committee to tackle rising cases, death. And Plateau insecurity, military has to be better trained. Former DOPSH commander. There's one talking there. Still more from the Daily Post. Massive tsunami awaits those trying to remove Tinubu. Femi Fani-Kayode warns Atiku, El-Rufai, Obi, others. 2027 CPC ex-state chairman meets Atiku, pledge support for ADC coalition. Rivers. Okay, this one. Our spokesman's comment on Tinubu's candidacy personal, not for group. This according to ACF. Our spokesman comment on Tinubu's candidacy personal, not for group. Rivers. State of emergency. Tinubu's action restored democracy, saved Rivers. This according to Wike. And of course, you also have stop demonizing Dangote. Use your licenses. Nigerian senator warns Nupeng. That man. All right. That's the story. And these are the major stories on today's Daily Post newspaper. And from there, I'll quickly take you to the Punch newspaper for this morning. For headlines in the Punch this morning, excuse me, the banner headline on the Punch is still about Rivers. Everybody is talking about Rivers this morning. All of the papers are reporting Rivers situation. And the banner headline says, emergency rule, winners, losers as Tinubu reinstates Fubara. That is the banner headline on the Punch newspaper for this morning. All right, more stories from the Punch. You have FG returns history to basic school curriculum. 7 victims confirmed killed in Lagos building fire. FG states LG's shared 2.2 trillion August revenue. It is according to the Federal Allocation and Fiscal Committee. Tinubu condoles with FIRS UBA over Afriland fire tragedies. Of course, it happened on Tuesday in Lagos. Lagos suspends wetlands reclamation project over environmental concerns. 6 more deaths confirmed in Afriland Towers fire. God have mercy. All right, still on the Punch newspaper. Lagos market massacre. Death toll rises to 6 after police shooting. There's another story on the Punch newspaper. 7 victims confirmed killed, and 2 killed in Lagos Ibadan Expressway clash, and Delta's church robbing syndicate in police custody. It's another story on the Punch. And more from the Punch. You have this one: embrace peace, learn from emergency rule. Obi urges Rivers leaders. Don't block Natasha's resumption, NBA tells Senate. Wike hails Tinubu for restoring democracy in Rivers. Tinubu warns the politicians against manipulations, violence. And of course, the story on how Fubara returns can also be found on all of the papers this morning. All right, those are the major headlines from the Punch newspaper for this morning. Let's quickly take you now to the Vanguard newspaper. Right, for the Vanguard, the major headline on the Vanguard, still, the banner headline is still about Rivers and Fubara, and it says, excitement as Tinubu restores Fubara deputy legislators. That's the banner headline on the Vanguard newspaper. Excitement as Tinubu ends emergency rule in Rivers. Yes, is the banner headline on the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. In fact, all of the papers this morning, their banner headlines happen to be the Rivers and, of course, the Fubara reinstatement. And, of course, you have still from the Vanguard, FG pays out 330 billion naira cash transfers to poor Nigerians. And this according to Edu, the finance minister. 60.26% of candidates have credit passes in English, mathematics. Okay, yes. When we get to the People's Assembly, we'll be talking, because when my analyst joins me, we'll be talking about, I want to know, and I will be asking you as well. Yes, my listener, yes, this is one part of the things I want you to contribute when we get to that point. FG pays out 330 million cash transfers to poor Nigerians. So the question I want to ask this morning, how many poor Nigerians do you know that have gotten this money from FG? Because they have spent a whopping 330 billion naira. And I'm not talking about the era of, you know how much Buhari also said he spent. I'm talking about this present administration. 330 billion cash transfers to poor Nigerians. At least we know we have poor people in Oyo State as well, in Ibadan. Yeah? How many of such poor people have you heard or seen that have collected this money? How much did they collect? I'll be asking you that question at 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining in at that time for the People's Assembly segment. In the meantime, let's continue with the newspaper headlines. On the Vanguard newspaper this morning says, Rift rock ACF over 2027 presidency. Rift rocks ACF over 2027 presidency. And the North had Buhari's 2 terms. Tinubu must complete South. This is according to NYCN. $4 billion refinery funds. Tinubu faces litmus test as lawyers petition. Okay, I'm trying to get that story. Seems to quickly disappear. Yes, says Tinubu. That's a $4 billion refineries. Tinubu faces litmus test as lawyers petition EFCC on Kyari. People want to see what will Tinubu do to Kyari, because a whole lot of insinuations making the rounds that Kyari is Tinubu's person, so Tinubu might not be able to even prosecute him. But let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Okay, moving on. Expert charges insurance pension operators to cover informal sector. New tax laws, incentive schemes must spur industrialization. FG pays out, I took that earlier. And this one, 2027, El-Rufai, right on power shift. Obi remains rallying point. Obedient. Judge returns Lagos land forgery case to CJ. Alleged drug trafficking. Saudi Arabia frees 3 Nigerian pilgrims. I also have this one. PDP dismisses APC national chairman's claim to install Plateau governor in 2027. And the Rivers PDP warns Fubara against defection, demands probe of interim rule. Rivers hopes mixed views as emergency ends. No glitches, no excuses. PDP warns INEC on 2027. And why Peter Obi visited Obasanjo. Tanko Yakasai is the one talking and telling us about that one. And these are the major headlines on the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. And I quickly now take you to the Daily Sun newspaper. And these are the headlines in today's Daily Sun newspaper. And still about Fubara, it says lifting Fubara suspension, nothing to cheer about. This is according to Atiku. Nothing to cheer about. Okay. OT receives a judicial report, hires 9 ex-corps members. This is from Abia State. Rivers crisis avoidable, political missteps. This is according to Obi. Rivers, Wike hails Tinubu for reinstating Fubara. And you have APC hails Aida Tiwa on Supreme Court victory. We've refined the stomach infrastructure with development in Anambra. Governor Soludo is the one talking there. 2027, why former legislators root for retention of presidency in South. And this is according to Reyenieju. Why APC may not print single presidential nomination form. The chairman of the party, national chairman of the party, is the one talking this morning. APC not scared of Jonathan in 2027. Still national chairman talking. And Tinubu loyalists now vow 10 million votes in 2027. Tinubu loyalists vow 10 million votes in 2027. Ekiti 2026 PDP's Oluyede remains best man for the job. Ex-speaker Oluwawole. All right, talk is cheap. Bwala counters Atiku over hunger claim. 2027, why I want to succeed, Governor Abiodun says ex-reps member Amuso. All right. National Sports Festival, MOC, LOC hold strategic meeting ahead of Coal City Games in 2026. And we're coming to that very shortly when we get to sport. All right. These are the major headlines on the Daily Sun newspaper. And by extension, yes, these are the major headlines on today's various newspapers that we brought to the stand this morning. All right. Thank you for being part of this segment of the show. Yes, we'll be going to sports very shortly. Yes. When we return, I hope Daniel will have the strong spirit to roll with me this morning, because his team was they were beaten like thieves last night. I hope you'll be able to talk this morning. Talking about Daniel Adeyemi. We're coming to that very shortly. We're talking about sports and much more. Follow us on all socials, Melody 107 FM on all socials, Melody 107 FM. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube. You can also drop your comments. Yes, on Facebook, we're taking your comments as you see them this morning as we're streaming on facebook.com/Melody 100.7 FM. All right, Melody 107 FM on all platforms. Thank you so much. Let's have a breather. I'll be back very shortly as we take you to sport.
Olalade Miyashake.
trendybeats.com.
I believe I can see my lifestyle. soft, kill every sign. Different pattern on my own style, so consistent, no resistance. Without the party, can call me a break guy. Steady back at the break guy. Man, when sleep, go wake up, it's like feel like roller coaster. Come on, say, oh, wale, ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé. Tí bá mọ̀ tí mo máa délé o. Táyé orí rẹ̀ wá ṣeré ọmọ náà. Kò máa ṣeré ó wálẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé. Tí bá mọ̀ tí mo máa délé o. Táyé orí rẹ̀ wá ṣeré. Satin wọ satin, Paris wọ Berlin, Kashmir, orí mi máa jẹ ṣẹ̀sín, ajé mo pè ní kò jẹ́ mi, arádúgbò ẹgbà mi, wọ́n ní mo tún ti ṣe mí, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀fẹ́ ni, àìsàbí àná sàbí, party after party, I'm Gucci, Christian Dior, my Jesus, I will see you guys soon in the money, yo. I got to go there with my baby, yo. Baby, lean on me, jẹ́jẹ́lì, tọ́ra pẹ́nu sí ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ o, ayé fẹ́lẹ́ o, kà ṣe pẹ́lẹ́ o, ẹgbẹ́ sókè ẹ má jọ wálẹ̀. I really vibe, you can see my lifestyle. I'm a more soft with every sign. Different pattern on my own style, so consistent, no resistance. Without the park, you can call me a break guy. Steady back at the break guy. Man, when sleep, go wake up, it's like feel like roller coaster. Come on, say, go wálẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé o. Tí bá mọ̀ tí mo máa délé o. Táyé orí rẹ̀ wá ṣeré ọmọ náà. Kò máa ṣeré ó wálẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ló ń gbé o. Tí bá mọ̀ tí mo máa délé o. Táyé orí rẹ̀ wá ṣeré òkèlè. Ìjà ló dé lónídòwe ọmọ bá mi ò gbélé. Sáàtì mo gbélé, ajá mi ló ń sáré. Never lose guard, mi ò ṣèké. So many things wey my eye don see. Irony see reality. Normally I get packaging. Shey you go like no as today head not. CBD shey you see me read. MTV lórí AIC. Jesus Christ wọ́n fẹ́ Judas ni. For you 4, 5, 6 class to 1, 2, 3. 2 plus 2 no be 1. I get the talent no be cap. My time is prime. Festival go grind, look what design. Ọmọ ya mi lẹ kó shine.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. And even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball. It's Martins.
Josie, Yobo, good ball.
And it's pushed out to the bound.
Double Odesi.
Sensation. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. We're here again. We're here to you know it is Sport O'Clock on Melody 100.7 FM. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, life ready, let's roll it this morning. Another time to talk on the radio this morning. The latest in the ever exciting world of sport. I am happy to be here, but I don't know if Daniel is happy to be here this morning because they beat him like thief last night. They beat his team like criminals. I mean, what Bayern Munich showed you guys last night was permanent, is what they call class. But you see, form is temporal. Bayern Munich is a classical team in the Champions League, but you guys are, whether you won the Club World Cup or not.
I want you to take that back, finest.
Take what back?
On behalf of all Chelsea fans around the world.
Take what back? They beat you like thieves.
No, it wasn't a beating.
You guys didn't even know anything. You didn't know what you were playing.
It wasn't a beating.
What was that?
Liverpool played Atletico Madrid, and the game was 3-2. And Chelsea played Bayern Munich away, and the game ended 3-1.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
Liverpool at home had to struggle
There's nothing
against a struggling Atletico Madrid.
Why are you looking for excuses?
No, I'm not looking for excuses. I'm just saying, that's what we always
say.
See,
what
people
happened
don't
in
give
that
Chelsea
game
enough credit.
Wasn't a
it wasn't. No, it wasn't
a reflection.
It wasn't
of
much of an outclass. It wasn't
they
much
should have
of
beaten you.
No,
Chelsea didn't play anything as far as I'm concerned.
going into the game, we saw it coming. Bayern Munich side, a wealth of experience in the Champions League, from the back to the front. Even Harry Kane that left Tottenham Hotspur had a wealth of Champions League experience while at Tottenham. The guy at the back, goalkeeper, I mean, yesterday, a record 100 Champions League win for Neuer yesterday. So it goes to tell.
But where would that guy
But we look at Chelsea's side, the one with the highest Champions League experience is Reece James with 26 or 27 Champions League game. So it's miles apart when you talk about experience. But yesterday, what Chelsea did in spite of that was a display of course, quality to some extent. But they were a bit, new to the competition. Even the manager also new to the competition and all of that. So it wasn't much of
so everybody is new.
It's not the way people are painting it. Oh, they did Chelsea dirty.
Okay, so you were not beaten.
Happen. It wasn't a beating.
But they roasted
like you always say, it wasn't a beating like thieves.
So how were you beating?
It was just a defeat.
To me, you were beating
that
like
is
thieves.
Football. You win some, you lose some.
Okay, all I know
what I did in the final of the Club World Cup to the champions of Europe was a beating like thieves.
Okay, so what did
3 goals to 0. So what's
the difference between 3 goals to 0 and 3 goals to 1?
Yeah, wow, different. I scored a goal yesterday.
You guys,
I even scored 2 goals
yesterday. Go and be looking. Your defense is bad. You have terrible defenders.
Definitely. You look at the defense yesterday.
All of the goals, mistakes from
Trevor Chalobah, Tosin Adarabioyo. These are guys that are actually not anywhere in the class of top defenders in the world. And that's one of the things that I was so sad about Chelsea coming into the new season. We had problem with defense. Even if we had Cowell in the game yesterday, still won't be one of the best defense in Europe. We know we had issues with the defense, but I don't know why they want to stick with the Tosin Adarabioyo that was just not good enough for Fulham to renew his contract 2 seasons ago. Yes, he's had a fair enough season in Chelsea. But one of the things that made Chelsea feel like many of their players are good is because when a team is enjoying a moment of wins, everyone seems to be at the top of their game. But when you come in contact,
you don't check.
Yeah, exactly. But when you come in contact with guys that are in a state of a permanent class,
which is what you saw last night.
We saw last night with Bayern Munich. So they actually played us. The game was all Bayern Munich and all of that. But eventually, we all still knew that up until the final whistle of the game, Chelsea were also still very dangerous. But
you agree that it was a one-sided game.
It was a one-sided game. I mean, the possession was against Chelsea, everything and all of that. But at the end of the day, I was still happy to see the Chelsea game yesterday because I feel like it won't be like that when we play the likes of Man United. It won't be like that if I play Arsenal. It won't be like that if I play any other team in the EPL. So, which is why I say Chelsea might not be in contention for Champions League, but we are definitely in contention for Premier League.
Okay, that's what he's the one saying it.
Anyway. Good morning to listeners and viewers out there.
All I know is they beat you like criminals. Whether you like
No.
Unfortunately, it's like nobody saw that coming in the predictions. All of the
no one saw 3-1.
Yeah,
I mean, we had 2-0, 2-1,
2-1, 1-0, and all of that.
No one said 3-1.
No one saw 3-2 in the other one too.
No one saw.
I mean, give it to Atleti. I mean, at the point I thought they were good because it was 2-0 at the time.
Yeah, it's one of the things about Atletico Madrid. I was surprised how they even
came up
they came up, and it's one of the things about Atletico Madrid. Somehow they know how to fight. That's what they are good at. Very, very good at that. Even if they are playing Barcelona or anything, once it's come to Champions League night, they know how to put up a very good fight. A couple of seasons ago, was it 2017 against Real Madrid in the final? We saw that they do as well. Only that they don't know how to finish very strong. And yesterday was a very, very tough game. I think it was a game of the night. It was on the 93rd minute before Van Dijk got the goal for Liverpool that gave them the win. Even Liverpool with all the firepowers could not see.
Even with all the noise at Anfield.
With all the noise at Anfield. That's why we always say Champions League is always going to be up there. A normal Bayern Munich, if Chelsea were not to be a Chelsea, a normal Bayern Munich would beat a team like that Chelsea. A team that with that kind of, not much experience and all of that, like that Chelsea, should beat them like 7-1 yesterday. Because the Chelsea side yesterday, compared to even most of the guys that we talk about as newcomers, are not far off. Most of the new guys in the Champions League right now, compared to the current Chelsea squad. So when you look at the Atletico Madrid, what is helping them is the wealth of experience. The manager, experience, massive experience. Most of the players, massive Champions League experience. Compared to the Liverpool side, not too much of Champions League experience in the Liverpool side. So it was really, really tough until the final moment of the game. It was until the final, of course, from the moment they equalized, Liverpool took the game to them. which is one thing I love about Liverpool.
Yeah, they were mad at the time.
Once they are at home and the game is 80 minutes, they will take the game to you. It doesn't matter who you are.
The commentator, when it was 75th minute, the commentator, this is their
time.
This is Liverpool's time.
The last 3 games, it's always been 90-something minutes. The Wolves Anthem Wanderers game away from home also, it was a 90-something minute goal and all of that. So Liverpool know how to. They will load you. Van Dijk was the one who got the goal.
Man, the loading was too much.
Goes to tell that they will load you. When a team, it's one of the things that is in their DNA. That was why the likes of Divock Origi was, in their history, will go down as a legend.
Exactly.
Because anytime they need a goal, if you come in the 90-something minutes and score that goal.
Exactly.
Even Darwin Núñez, even though he didn't do very well, but he was also always scoring those stoppage time goals. And that's one thing about. And the one Diego Jota too. So it's one thing about Liverpool. They know how to finally get the results. Eventually they will get up until that 90-something. I was telling someone yesterday that Liverpool will still win this game because they will not let you breathe.
Yeah, they breathing.
They know that as long as they are in your box, it's either you commit a foul or an own goal will happen. They will try to make sure they are on you until a confusion that will
make you uncomfortable.
Make you so uncomfortable.
And the uncomfortability was seen when the coach even got the red card.
Even Diego, it's one of
Simeone every time.
I think 2 coaches in the world right now that we don't want to have in the Champions League and in the Champions League, and that's Diego Simeone and Jose Mourinho. Hopefully, maybe they will meet. But these are 2 managers that we know that no official can keep them in the touchline. They will always want to, and it wasn't really good.
Yeah.
Liverpool always, we always talk about their fans not so very good. Just at the beginning of the season, one of their fans also, we had a racist chant against Semenyo of Bournemouth, and the same thing happened yesterday. It wasn't a racist chant, but the man said the fan was disrespectful in the way he was talking to the manager. And fans should always know that there's a wide gap between you as a fan and the manager. It's just because we're on the same stadium now. You can't be talking to
those ones that are very close
to and the one that's usually very problematic. They will want the ticket to put them in front seat so they can actually talk to the players or to the managers or just to say something, to be involved and all of that. So he said something when they scored that goal. The manager, eventually it's the manager that will lose that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you are professional, they expect you to hold your cool and all of that.
Exactly.
But losing at the 90-something minute and you don't watch how you talk to me, you can collect slap.
So, anyway, I think Simeone should also learn how to control himself. Okay, for all of the results yesterday, Olympiacos, of course, earlier in the day, played a goalless draw with Pafos FC, the new boys. Of course, Slavia Prague also played 2-2 draw with Bolo Glimt. While Ajax were beaten at, they were beaten at home by Inter Milan.
Yeah.
That was the only away win that we saw, in the game yesterday. Of course, in the other game, Bayern Munich beat Chelsea, where he said, as you know, that they beat them like
let's not use that.
No problem. 3-1, the game ended. Liverpool 3, and of course, Atletico Madrid 2. Paris Saint-Germain, the biggest win of the night. 1, 2, 3, 4-0. It ended against Atalanta. Atalanta without Ademola Lookman.
We know PSG right now, they are going to keep building on that momentum. When you are champions of Europe, much is expected of you. And for Atlanta, it wasn't what they expect. They were expecting that they would build on that weekend win where they scored about 5 goals. But they came into the game. Maybe that will make the manager to feel like, oh, now I need my guy. Because the last time you come into Europe and you made a very sounding statement was when you had Lookman in your team. So right now, they have to put whatever is between them and Lookman Ademola's camp aside and let the guy come into the game, because the guy would have helped them a lot. We know it's one player
they missed him, right?
They missed him. They can't. There's nothing. There's a difference between what you do in Serie A and what you will do in the European games. It's always a different ball game, because in the Serie A you get guys who can deliver you on the local stage, but there's a guy who scored an hat-trick in the Europa League final, and somehow something is wrong between you and the club and the player. Come on, as a manager, you should know that it's your head on the line at the end of the day. You should talk to the management. Hey, this guy, if he's going to be here, let's use him. You can't put Lookman aside and go to a team like PSG and expect that you're going to come up with a result. So, as a Nigerian, I'm happy that they were not just defeated, they were beaten like thieves.
Yeah, not like criminals. They beat them like criminals, I tell you. Okay, so they will need to go and call Ademola now. That guy, we need you. I beg, no vest. Okay. All right, in the EFL Cup yesterday, in the third round of the EFL Cup, Swansea City beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. So the trouble continues for Nottingham Forest.
I think it was another sad game yesterday because they were 2 goals up and everybody was like, oh, the man is come. And before the game, before yesterday, they asked him, when are we going to be seeing Angie Ball? And he said, it will be Wednesday. no other day on Wednesday. And it was a shock.
It was a shocker for him. So
Shocker for him.
NG Ball was shocked.
2 games, 2 losses for him there. I mean, I don't know how he's going to be going from there. I don't know his next game in the Premier League, but I feel like he's beginning to build another problem for himself in that club. And there are many players, many top managers right now that are jobless, and now will be looking forward to be sending their CVs right now.
Exactly.
Yes.
He might just lose that job.
He might lose the job in the next few weeks because nobody's. The football now is not waiting for a long process or anything.
For all of this.
Whatever you want to do now, we have the materials on ground. If you can't fix yourself in 2-3 months, please, you are out.
Get out.
Because if a team like Nottingham Forest that was up there, I mean, almost fighting for Europe last season, get to start fighting for relegation in the next few weeks, it won't be what they want. And whoever is the manager, they want him out. So, but it's still their fault. They had a manager who had it all put together, but something happened between the owners and the manager, and then the manager had to go. Exactly. But eventually, Ange is there. He's got a contract. I don't know how many years they've given him. Eventually, the club will be the one that will be losing if they let him go very soon.
Most definitely. All right, tonight, more Champions League games will be played. And we will come at 6:15. We're talking about all of these games and, of course, much more. In the Copa Libertadores, I know most people don't actually report it. It's our own Champions League as well. They call it Copa Libertadores. And, of course, the River Plate were beaten at home, by Palmeiras. The game ended 1-2. Palmeiras went to Argentina and beat River Plate 2-1.
That's one game I really wish we get to see more, seriously, because for them it's always more intense. I mean, not as...
and their games are always interesting.
Yeah, not as...
But we don't get to see them in Africa.
It's not their own is even like war.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's even like war. It's not like show. In the Champions League, it's more like a show. More like an American movie. And
a war movie.
A war movie, yeah. For them, it's always war. You can't be seeing so many goals. It's always 2-1, 3-2, tough games, a lot of cards. Red card sometimes.
Sometimes they throw punches.
A lot of punches, yes, because South American guys don't take it easy.
I'm telling you.
But eventually, I mean, when you saw Palmeiras and Boca Juniors, River Plate, right? What you always expect, it's a game of not too many goals, but eventually it's going to deliver football. We didn't see the game, but I know it was definitely going to be a game that deliver football.
Okay, Cholo Simeone has actually apologized for the ranting he had. Of course, he said he regretted his action over the confrontation with Liverpool fans following their dramatic Champions League loss at Anfield last night. Of course, he said he could have controlled himself better, but one thing is certain, that he regretted it. He said he complained to the third official, but he didn't see
that's one thing I feel is unfair.
He didn't see it forthcoming.
Players are not protected on the field. Fans, I mean, they are not protected from the fans on the field. Managers are not protected. All they ask them to do is whatever happens, you are the one that will receive
and they will tell you
the
punishment. They are paying your money.
Yes,
they don't come to watch now.
And that's the truth. They make bulk of the money from the fans, so they feel like fans are stakeholders. They treat them as such. Remember the other time when I think it was Chelsea, Swansea, when a ball boy was holding ball and Hazard had to go there and kick the ball out from underneath the boy, and he was sent off for that. So it goes to tell that as a manager, as a player, a lot is expected of you. No matter what happens, no matter what they say to you, you have to keep your cool. And I'm sure it's still going to face a sanction. I'm definitely sure it's going to face a sanction because the red card won't just go down alone as the penalty for what he's done. As a manager, not a player here now. You're supposed to, whatever happens, you're supposed to keep your cool. What you're supposed to do is report. That kind of fans also can be expelled, suspended for a while from games and all of that. So
sometimes fans have a way of they want you to get infuriated so that you get the booking.
Exactly. If it was in the 60th minute of the game, the manager will he won't react like that because he feel like I need to put my head in the game.
And they just scored, so he was feeling that
exactly. The heat of the moment. The manager feel like that is the end of the game, and you said something that he's going to look at you. Are you normal? Talk to me with some respect.
Sometimes some of these fans too, they have some of these funny bets. He could have had a bet.
He could have actually had a bet that the money to be sent off.
Or I will make sure this man gets angry. They have crazy betting pattern.
And it's very funny, seriously speaking, that it's one of the things they will actually look into. That kind of fan now, if they're investigating the white people, that's one of the things we credit them for. They will look into if it's actually in a gambling something that involves something like this.
Yes.
Because many of them can do it to play as well. Definitely, they will say things that will make the player react so much that the player will get booked. And they will say, yeah, I just want $2 million.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's the way it is. All right, before we come back to the home scene, because we actually started from the foreign scene this time because of the Champions League. I mean, Heung Sun Min, finally. I mean, he established his imprint in the MLS last night, scoring his first hat-trick for the first time in the MLS.
Yeah, man, there's no.
Son is here.
It was not like he left Europe when he was so tired like that. He wasn't like tired. He was still at the best and prime of his game when he left Europe. Especially when you leave Premier League, anywhere you go to, you will make a mark. We saw what